under certain condition. Okay, so this is a basic basic part when you want to play or want to use your data to analyze in more advanced. Okay, so now I will show you how to sort, filter and conditional formatting. Oh, so before I forgot, anyone ada ke kat sini, anyone that students dah memang familiar, you are familiar with Excel? Tak yang biasa guna?
Biasa doktor.
Biasa?
Biasa time diploma.
Oh, you belajar apa? Subjek
Saya
apa?
belajar IT juga subjek ni.
Oh, okay. So dia dah biasa, dah terror lah sikit lah,
Boleh lah.
Boleh lah, okay. Alright. Dia punya fokus tu kalau different ni mungkin dia ada lain-lain sikit. Tapi kalau kata sorting tu benda sama je. Tapi mungkin dia tools tu dia ada extra tools kan. Apa ni? Kat tangan ni kenapa you belajar juga
Doktor. Fatin, Rabiatul dengan Niza share device.
Share device untuk tengok ni, untuk Google Meet
Ya. Sebab kita orang pustakaan
okay.
ada.
Tak apa. Tulis nanti tulis dekat, sebab nanti dia akan record your punya attendance. So you put it in your punya chat nama penuh lah.
Okey doktor, terima kasih.
Sama. Okay, tak ada. Okay, so sorting, filtering and do the some formatting. Okay, alright. So now untuk kita nak buat ini, kita akan guna banyak slide. Kita akan lebih kepada Excel je. So kalau dah download file, so boleh buka top 20 Class 2019 punya file. Okay, top 20 Class 2019.
Sorry doctor, I'm international. If you explain as Malay, I can't understand.
You can't understand?
If you explain as Malay language, I can't understand.
Am I speaking Malay? Oh, sorry. I speak Malay Oh, sorry lah, so sorry. We will use file top 20 Class 2019. Sorry Kim Jane. Have you downloaded the file from the Putra Blast? I already shared this morning all the files that we will use in this chapter, in this topic, in this class. Okay. Alright, so top 20 class, this is, okay, so anyone, can you highlight which one, how many variables here and how many observation? In this data set, how many variables and how many observation? You can write in your chat area. Yesterday I already explained, isn't it? The variables. So it's basic thing you have to know when you want to analyze the data. So what is the variables? How many variables? Not what how many variables and how many observation? Write it in the chat area. Hello. In this data set, how many variables? 5 variables. How many observation? Twenty observation. 5 variables, 20 observation. 20 observation. Okay, 5 variables: ranking, manufacturer, model, sales in 2019 and sales in 2018. Okay, good. Alright, thanks Jolene and thanks Aisyah Amira. Jolene ni. Itulah Jolene. Okay, alright. So if you see in this union ni, you can see that in this data set, the data is sort based on the sales February 2019. Okay, the ranking they sort based on the sales February 2019. How do you know? You can see the pattern. Okay, the pattern here start from 2019 and then sort descending order based from the sales in 2019. Okay, so the highest sales will be in the first minute ranking ni kan. So the ranking ni sales with 2019 kan. And it's ranking. So let's say now you want to see the ranking, you want to sort this data and want to see the differences between the ranking between sales in February 2019 and sales February 2018. Okay, so you want to do some sorting lah, basic just sorting. Senang je ni, okay, so it's quite easy here, right? Okay, so highlight, okay, highlight. You know how to highlight? Just click and drag, highlight all the data here. Okay, so highlight. Okay, so this is up here. You can see there is a home, insert, draw, page layout. This is we call it as a ribbons. Okay, so ribbons. This is a home ribbon, insert ribbon, draw ribbon. When I say go to the data ribbon, so this is a data ribbon. Okay, so data ribbon. Go to the insert ribbon, so this is a insert ribbon. Home ribbon, go back to the home ribbon. Data ribbon, review ribbon. Tak adalah review. We use more on data and insert. Okay, right? So data and insert lah. Okay, so now you go to the data ribbon. Okay, go to the data ribbon and you can see this is a section, get and transform data section, queries and connection. Okay, so when I say go to the sort and filter section, so this is a sort and filter section. Okay, they categorize. Okay, so sort and filter category lah. This is category or sometimes we refer as a section in Excel. Okay, so this is a ribbon and this category is a section. Okay, so this is a data to section forecast. Okay, alright, so sort and filter section, you can see there is a sorting here. Okay, so sorting ni kalau if you can see A to Z, ascending and descending, so it will based on the first column. Okay, so now we want to sort based on the last column, so click sort here. Okay, icon here. Okay, sort. Okay, click sort. Okay, alright, so when you highlight with you punya headers ni or headers lah, so this is what we call headers. Okay, so headers or label. Okay, so when you highlight together with the headers, okay, oh sorry, forgot to record lah. Okay, so when highlight together with the headers, make sure that you tick my data has headers before you do the setting. Okay, before do the setting here, make sure headers. Okay, so that you can sort based on the rank February 2018. Okay, do ranking based on the sales February 2018. Select here. You want to sort either from the largest to the smallest, or let's say I want to sort based on the largest value to the smallest value. Okay, so in order here. And this is, I mean, like first level, the one level only. If you want to sort first level and you have another level, okay, so you can add level here. Okay, and click OK. Okay, so okay, like you can see now data, this set of data are sorting based on the sales February 2018. Okay, so you can see previously in 2019 ni the first rank ni last year is in the third rank. Okay, so fourth from the last one, so increase one rank. Okay, Tesla from 77 you can see dia punya ranking. Yeah. Okay, so you can see that now this data is sort based on the sales February 2018. Okay, from the highest to the lowest. If you want to sort based from the highest lowest to lowest to highest value, okay, or sorting it not only in data, so you can go to the ribbon, home ribbon. Okay, so home ribbon here, you can see there is a shortcut here, A to Z, sort and filter. Okay, there is a two way, either you go to the data ribbon and click sort here, or in the home ribbon, there is a shortcut here in the editing section. Okay, editing section is sort and filter. Okay, so click here, click arrow ni, click arrow, okay, and select custom sort. Okay, so custom sort. So now sort by sales February 2019, or you want to sort based from the manufacturer. Okay, based on the manufacturer, sort based on the manufacturer, and then from A to Z, and add another level by sales, okay, or ranking. Okay, so manufacturer, and then for every manufacturer tu they will sort based from the sales 2019 or ranking 2019. Okay, two level. Here is two level. Okay, right? So sort. Okay, so sort Chevrolet. Ford ni, they based on the ranking, sorting based on the ranking for Ford only. Honda and based ranking, sorting based on ranking. Kia also based on, see, first is sort based on the manufacturer and then by ranking. Okay, right, so that is the sorting. Okay, clear sorting. Next, let's say we want to calculate the percent change in sales. Okay, percent. We want to add the percentage change from the 2018 to 2019. Percent change in sales. Okay. Either you can just put the header percent change in sales because there's only 2018 and 2019. So of course we know that the change is from 2018. Okay. Now you cannot change from 2019 to 2018. Isn't it? Okay. Right. Or you can put it in full 2018 from 2018. Okay. Same meaning. Okay. So but sentence more longer lah. Or you can just put percent change in sales only because there's only two figures. We know that the change is from the 2018. Okay, so how you want to calculate manually, how you want to calculate the percent change in sales from the 2018 to 2019. Want to calculate the percentage, okay? What is the formula to calculate it? Biasanya percentage equals to percentage change, okay? So this is a symbol lah. I use a symbol. Okay, percentage for sales from 2018 is 2019 minus 2018 divided by 2018. Okay, because it's from 2018, so denominator is 2018. Okay, change from the difference between 2019 and 2018 and divide by 2018 punya value. Okay, so now we can calculate the percentage for 2018. So this formula we will key in into this cell. Okay, in this cell. Okay, so before you want to key in the formula tu, you have to understand to see how, if you want to do manually, how you want to calculate, you can calculate here. Okay, so in Excel, when you want to start a formula, to start to do a calculation, we will start with equals to. Okay, start with equals to means that we give a direction to the Excels, okay, to the machines that now we want to proceed with the formula and have to calculate. Okay, alright. So sales from 2019 minus 2018. Okay, so 2019, just click here. 2019 minus 2018. Okay, and then the difference here, so we put the bracket, bring the cursor there, and then we put the bracket here in 2018, divide is slash. Okay, slash, divide here 2018. Click. Okay, you click je, click, don't type E2 D2 ni, don't type E2, click that figures. Okay, click 2019 minus and click minus. Okay, minus 2018. Okay, click here E2 in bracket, close the bracket and divide by 2018 figures. Okay, this is not years lah, kita kena replace with the figures, sales figures for that year. Okay, right, and then enter. Okay, so this is the difference, means that okay, so sales ni for 2000, the negative value, negative means that sales in 2019 ni decrease from 2018 when there is a negative value. Okay, so let's format for you. Okay, right. So let's say normally clean file. Okay, so clean file, you get this kind of result. Okay, negative 0.428. Because when you want to calculate the percentage here, you have to times by 100. Kalau you calculate manually, you get the value negative 0.5. To get the percentage punya value, you have to times by 100. Ini basic mathematics Okay, this is a basic mathematics. If you get a clean file ni, not formatting file, then you will get this kind of okay. So you go to the home and then you will see dia punya category, dia will format as a general. All cell will format as a general. Okay, okay, all file format as a general. See, any cell here that I click is every all cells is a general. This one is already formatting. Okay, alright. So if you, let's say if you get this clean cell, okay, so now you want to change it to percentage without times by 100. Okay, you don't need to times by 100, but we can just do the formatting. Okay, alright. So click here, and then you can see in the number home ribbon, number section here, there is a percentage icon. Okay, format as a percent. Okay, so just click here, format as a percent. Okay, I round out to the they automatically will round out. If you want to show in the decimal, so this is a decimal point. Okay, so click here, 1 decimal, 2 decimal, based on what value that you want to show. You want to reduce, then reduce here. Okay, then 4 decimal, 2 decimal. Okay, so this is to increase decimal or to decrease the decimal. Okay, alright. So this is in the decimal point. Okay, so now you are done the first row. So you just copy until to the last row. You don't have to do one by one to set the formula one by one. If you use the same formula, then you can just copy. Okay, so how you can copy this formula? Okay, so bring your cursor to the end of this box here. You can see when you go to the small letter, your cursor will change to plus sign like this, like black one. Okay, so if you bring here, you can see that white plus. If you bring here, you can see that black small plus. Okay, right. So bring your cursor there, click here. When you get this kind of cursor, just double click. Okay, so double click here. Double click. Automatically it will copy the formula on the first row. Okay, nampak tak? E3, D4, E4, D5, E5. Okay, automatically copy the formula. Right? Okay, so if you want to sort based from this percent, then just click here, just highlight and go to the sort and custom sort based from the if you run this, then just delete the level. Maybe you want to okay, so okay, this is here. When I highlight previously, I highlight without the headers. Okay, headers. Right, so now when you go to the sort and filter, custom sort, if you tick my data as a header, so the first row Excel will read as headers. Okay, right, so because I highlight without the header, so then I need to untick here. Okay, right, so untick. So just be careful when you highlight and do the before you process the data. Okay, I don't want to level, so I delete the level. I want to sort based on the column F. Column F percent change. Column F. Okay, from the smallest to largest. Okay, so this is the smallest changes. The cost, the highest sales will decrease. This is from 2018 to 2019 is Chevrolet Model Cruise. Okay, next is Hyundai. Yang model Elantra. So that is the decreasing in the highest decreasing. Okay, you can see the Tesla. Okay, Model 3. Okay, they have more than 100% increase in sales from 2018 to 2019. Okay. Alright, so let's say you want to do some filtering. You want to filter for certain criteria. For those who follow me, are you still with me or I'm going too fast?
Still with you, doctor.
Okay. Kita still in the same train, Okay. Right. Okay. So now let's say I want to filter my data based on certain depends lah. You have different side data ni different filtering that you want to do. Okay. So now let's say I want to filter based on the certain manufacturer only. Okay. Alright. So again, go to the data. I have to introduce all the function to in all area. Okay. So this is the main unit filter. So you go to the data. You can see sort and filtering. You have a filter wing. Okay. So filter icon. So click here. Okay. So you have to highlight. Filter. Okay, so automatically when you click a filter, then it will be an arrow here. Okay, arrow. Okay, or you can do the filtering ni from the same punya ni, sort and filter. Okay, so sort and filter, add filter here. Okay, so this is a kind of shortcut lah. Okay, so you can use shortcut. Okay, but also you have to know that originally it come from where. Okay, so home ni there is some item shortcut. So this is common function in the Excel. Okay, so then we create a shortcut in the home. Okay, alright. So you click here. Want to do filter? Let's say I want to filter. I want to see only to display only information about. Okay, so select all. So I tick I untick select a specific manufacturer only. Let's say I want to see only Toyota. Okay, Toyota only. Then click OK. Okay, so Toyota only two type of Toyota here, Camry and Corolla. You can see Camry sales is decreasing from 2018 to 2019, but Corolla increasing sales. More demand for Corolla compared to Camry in 2018. If you want to take the filter, just click here, filter, and then clear filter from manufacturer. Okay, clear filter. Or you want to filter based on percent, or let's say lah sales February 2018. Okay, you want to filter based on certain number. Filter, you want to see top 10 car for 2019 only. Okay, so click number of filter, top 10. Click top 10. Top 10. So this is the top 10 car for sales February 2019. Okay, right, top 10 car, but you can see even the top 10, the sales still, I mean that about 70% top 10 cars sales still decreased from 2018 to 2019. Okay, so there are the issue in 2019. Okay, so this is a top 10 car, Lantra, Camry, Fusion, Altima. So this is a top 10 car. Okay, so if you want to clear filter, click here and clear filter. Okay, so clear the filter. And you want to see, let's say you want to filter, you can use based on whatever lah you want to filter based on the what dasar. Okay, sales for 2018, number of filter, you want to filter above average. So this is all the car is above average for 2018. Want to see filter which based on you can see the difference. This is arrow, this is the filter symbol. Okay, filter arrow. So this is your data ni is filter by this variable. Okay, right. So this is above average sales for 2018. Okay, Chevrolet, Hyundai, Elantra, Camry, Fusion, Altima. Okay, so this is above average. Depends lah you want to filter based on what, based on what your punya boss or you want to display, you want to explain you punya, want to format to highlight something. Let's say, let me see. So let's say we sort it back based from to sort from the column A. Okay, from original data. Right, so this is from original data. So we want to highlight the percentage that negative changes. Okay, so means that decrease in sales. We want to highlight the filters with a negative percent here. Okay, so normally sometimes person they do manually, they can highlight here. Jadi they will do highlight manually. Okay, so this is fill color, so you can highlight here. Okay, sorry, okay, choose lah any color. Okay, that is do manually, individually. But you can do the conditional formatting as well. Okay, let's say you want to highlight with for percent only, so then highlight here. Okay, highlight column percent. Go to the home ribbon. Make sure you're in the home ribbon, and you can see in the style section. Okay, so start. I mean, if it's certainly press anything, just press escape. ESC, just to go back to the original. Okay, press ESC. Okay, so go to this style. You can see there is a conditional formatting. Okay, there are few type of conditional formatting. that you can choose. Okay, so I'm going to do a data bars. You can bring your cursor to test. Okay, so this is a data bars. You can see the bars here. Okay, so display for you, so you can see directly the figures there. Okay, alright. So let's say I do this data bars. Okay, so you can see here bars ni show the highest value, the longest bar. Okay, directly you don't need to see to identify the specific value based from these bars. Then you can identify directly that this one is the highest. I mean the highest percent increase sales from 2018 to 2019. What is it? Tesla Model 3. And the next one is Ford Fiesta without looking at the value. Okay, you just look into that. So this is the purpose of when you want to do the data analytics. Okay, it's for you to read the data without looking specifically to identify the sorting to just to know which one is highest. The learning purpose, you use a very small data, 20, 30, 35, 36. Originally, when you start your work, okay, when you start in the working environment, you have to play with the more than thousands of data. Okay, so to sort this data to a sorting to might be a little difficult. So what you need is just you need to visualize. Okay, it's a visual method. Okay, so it's help you to identify which one is the highest, which one is the lowest. Okay, or you can use different type of conditional formatting. Okay, go highlight, go back, and if you want to clear, just clear the rules. Okay, clear the rules, clear the formatting. Or you can highlight cell. Okay, highlight, you want to highlight cells, that negative cell. Okay, negative cell means that less than, or you want to highlight positive. Okay, depends on how what you want to highlight. Let's say less than not 44, less than negative 0 lah, less than 0. Okay, so see automatically you highlight the value that less than 0, the negative value. You can choose how you want to highlight, light red. Okay, highlight right red fill with the dark red text. Okay, so you can choose here, or you want to highlight with yellow fill or red text only. Okay, or you can custom, you want to be, okay, or fill only. Okay, still black black text but only fill, red fill only. So depends lah how you want to highlight your punya data. Okay. Okay, so why you need to do conditional formatting ni? You do, why is it advisable that you do manually? What is the difference here? So the difference, let's say there is a changes in you punya data actually. Okay, so you want to change here. Example, for Toyota Camry, you can see that sales in 24,000, but in 2008 it's 30,000. Let's say instantly you in different figures. It's not 30,000. It's a 20,000. Okay, so 20,000 means that there is an increase in sales from 2018. So when you change automatically, the value is positive and no more highlight. Okay, but if you do it manually, you have to make sure that you also unhighlight manually. Okay, alright. So the formatting, when you change the value to automatically, it will change the highlight tu. Okay, so itu the difference lah. Highlight. So now you can see easily which one is have a positive value, which one is a negative value, which one is increasing and which one is a decreasing in sale. Okay. Okay. Or you want to highlight, you have to clear the rules. If you put another highlight, so the double highlight. Okay, so clear the rules first. Okay, clear the rules and then highlight top. Let's say you want to highlight top 10% or above. Okay, Okay. Top 10. So top 10 out of 20, top 10 you only do lah. So this is top 10. Okay, so let's say you don't want to here and then you want to highlight bottom 10%. Okay, change to the green. Okay, right. So green is bottom 10%. The red is top 10%. Okay, so if you want to use only one conditional formatting, you first the previous one. Okay, so if not, we double formatting. The two conditions. The formatting is based on the two conditions. Okay, alright, and then stay clear. So depends on how you want to display you punya data. And then conditional formatting, or you want to use the color scales. Okay, so the color scales. Okay, so more red punya scales is more positive, highest positive. Green means that, or this one is blue, depends on the combination. Red is for positive, blue is for negative. So how you want to highlight your data. Okay, so you use color scales or icon. Okay, so you can use icon here, increasing, decreasing, and okay, so increasing more than 100%. Kalau increase less than 100%, use the different arrow. Okay, so depends how you want to highlight your data. Okay. Or kan, when you highlight here, then you can see the small icon appear here. Okay, this is a quick analysis or shortcut. Just press here, quick analysis, then you can see there is a formatting, or you want to create chart, or you want to total sum average count, you want to total up, you want to create a table or lines. Okay, so depend formatting, same as previously. So data bars, color. So this is a shortcut. Okay, you can use a shortcut here. This is dia punya icon ni start from, I think, Excel 2019 kot. Start from Excel 2019. Okay. Alright, so this is a shortcut. Greater than 44,000, okay, or 0. Okay, so this is a shortcut, and you will get a shortcut. Okay, or you want to highlight another column pun boleh. Okay, alright. Okay, so that is a basic punya formatting lah. Okay, commonly used in the business or when you want to manage your data. Okay, any question? Okay, no question. Next we want to go, so ni ada details okay, there are details, explain detail for you. So now you want to move to create the distribution. Okay, you have a data and you have to create this distribution based from different type of data. We have a categorical data and numbering kan. Okay, alright, so we want to create a distribution data. So first from the categorical data. Okay, so categorical data. So we want to create distribution from categorical data. So we refer to the soft drink file. Okay, soft drink file. Nak summarize kan dia using a graph, or summarize the figures, the figures here. So this is a categorical data. Remember the difference between categorical and numerical. Categorical, that you cannot do the algorithm operation. Okay, alright, so you cannot do the calculation, you can count only. Okay, so now we want to summarize how many soft drink for each category. Okay, so by now we're not sure what category, what type of soft drink that you have in your data. Okay, so you can do one by one, copy here, put here. Okay, or what you can highlight first column. So we assume that whatever category in the first column also is same as in the second column. Okay, so highlight here and then right copy this column and paste at anywhere lah, any cell that you want to start you punya your distribution tu, you want to display your distribution. Okay, so let's say I choose this E3. Okay, right, so E3, right click and then paste. Okay, so paste. So this one from here I paste here. Okay, so now still you don't know what category that we have. What you can do is that go to the data ribbon. Okay, so go to the data ribbon. You can see from the data tools ni, data tools. Okay, so data tools you will have a remove duplicates. Okay, so remove duplicates here. Click remove duplicate. Because of you just highlight one column, so only appear one column lah. So and then I don't have headers. I don't highlight headers there. So just make sure it's untick. If you highlight together with the headers, make sure you tick the headers there. Okay. So this set data no header. So add column E and click OK. Alright. And then 20 duplicate values found. Only 5 unique values remain. Okay. So then you don't have to do manually. Okay, to identify what category that you have. If you're not sure whether the second column same or not, then you can repeat lah. Okay, you see that. But in the second column, the data is same as the first column. Okay. So now we want to count the frequency numbers of Coke that appear in this sample data. Diet Coke, how many Diet Coke in your sample data? How many Pepsi in this sample data? Okay. So we want to count the frequency. So let's say I put it frequency. Frequency lah, count kan frequency. How numbers of certain criteria. Okay, so this is a categorical data. Okay, so before, okay, tunjuk before we do some calculation, sometimes I like to name the range to make it easy for calculation. Okay, so you don't have to, I will go very quickly. You have to look into what I want to do. Then I will go back to show you one step by step. This one I just want to show why I would like to name some range compared to if you not name the range. Okay, you can see, don't look into Excel, just look in this. I want to show you. Okay, so this is individual. Every is in a single cell. Okay, so if I do it common lah. Okay, so in common, the formula. Nanti later I will go very slow. Okay, so this one I just want to show you. So count if later range. So I put a range here. Highlight range and what criteria. Alah, I dah highlight lah. Criteria. Tak boleh. Sekejap. So I use this data kan. So delete this first. I hope you punya pun tak ada range name yet. Okay, so equals to count if range and then I highlight here. So dengan dia punya appear ni A2 to B26. I highlight A2 until to B26. What I want to count in this range ni, I want to count what appear in this sample data. Okay, so 19 times to copy the formula, then I just double click here, then you can see. Okay, so this is from when we click here, you can see the range that you highlight, and then we just press escape. Okay, when I go to the next second row here, you can see that now when you just copy like that, so code here doesn't include in your punya range. Supposed to include this is your sample data. You should highlight sample data, and the empty cell dia cell. Okay, this is the second row. and we go to the last one. See, nampak tak? They bring it to the bottom one, to the next, start from the next row. Okay? Because we just copy it, we move downward, and it include the empty row, empty cell, and the bottom area. Okay, so we don't want like this. Okay, we don't want to make sure that every time you copy the same area. Okay, so manually it's quite complicated. Manually you have to put sign dollar. Okay, sign dollar for every figure there. Sign dollar before A, sign dollar before 2, sign dollar before 36. Okay, alright. And then enter, and then only that you copy. Okay, so now you can see they fix it. Fix. Okay, you fix you punya area. Sign dollar tu make it a fixed area. Okay, so now it's fixed area. Fixed area. Okay, but it's a little bit complicated. You have to put sign dollar, isn't it? Okay, so normally easiest way is that what you can do. Okay, I delete this. What you can do, highlight this area, this set of data. Okay, data only, doesn't include dia punya headers. Okay, alright. Select data. Select all dia punya data set. This one you can do it together with me. Okay, so select data set, and you can see dia punya in this area ni you kata A2. You have A2 here. Kan? After you highlight, see the A2. So click at A2 and name this range. Okay, so name the range. Let's say I want to name as soft drink. You can give any names, but no space between the words. Okay, so no space. You cannot have a space. What do you call this? Not underline. Underscore. 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 Okay, soft drink. Thank you. Soft drink. Okay. Right, soft drinks. You can give either you don't want to put underscore, but you can put directly. Doesn't matter. You can give any range but without space. Okay, so that's okay. So now you name this range with the soft drink. Okay, but if you go to individual cell, you not rename the cell. You name the column. You give a name for this. Okay, so how it will help you in your calculation? Okay, so when you got equals to count for categorical data, when you want to calculate, you use the formula technique count if equals to. You should start with equals to. Okay, count if there's a lot of count, so take it account if, okay, because you have certain criteria. You want to count based on this criteria in this area. Okay, right? So count if, double click, count if, make sure you double click. Then if you give the range, give a name for range, you can just type soft drink. Okay, so you can see here soft drink over here. Okay, so double click soft drink and bracket comma. Okay, so range ni you choose you punya soft drink, automatically it will highlight this area and then comma and select the criteria here. Okay, and enter. Okay, more easy lah. Okay, so you don't have to highlight manually. And when you copy, you don't have to put sign dollar anymore. Just put your cursor here and double click, then automatically all cursor here will soft drink, appear soft drink. Okay, so you dah make it fix that table tu. Okay, soft drink. So this is the frequency for every soft drink. Dia punya distribution lah. Okay, so frequency dia. Alright, so and then total here, total. Okay, ni nak copy ke dia bagi form ni lah. Let's escape. Okay, so I want to total, home and sum. Auto sum. Okay, so auto sum. and equals to. Okay, so we have a 50 disabled data ni, ada 50 data, and when you plus you add all the frequency ni, you got a 50. Okay, so this is similar distribution, but still normally when based on the figures tu, when we based on the figures, so you cannot see, I mean that you it's difficult to understand the difference, how large is it, dia punya coverage tu. So normally to understand more about the data, we calculate the percentage. Okay, percentage. Okay, calculate percentage. Okay, so this one, again, to make easy for you to calculate, I would like to name this punya cell. Okay, so this is just give a name for individual cell only. So just highlight here and go to the F8 ni. We want to name this cell as a total underscore soft drinks. Underscore soft drinks. Enter. Okay, name dia punya cell. Tadi name you punya range. So you can arrange or column, and on the column that you can name depends what you want to how you want what data that you want to give the range name. Okay. Alright, so equals to percentage equals to 19 divide by total kan. Okay, automatically dipilih total soft drink. Enter. So this is a 38%. So to copy, just double click. Okay, so they copy, automatically it will calculate for you. So you can see dia punya distribution tu, you can see 38%, dia punya area or market is 38%, is Coke 38%. Okay, Pepsi 26% only, and Diet Coke another 60%. So more meaningful figures compared to if you explain to you punya audience, okay, Coke 19 unit Cokes, we have 8 Diet Coke, 13. So dia kita you cannot see dia punya distribution tu. Okay, so percentage like example pun similar lah. Let's say for my case, because I'm a teacher, so when I explain to to my management about students result, let's say I have a 60 students, 10 student got A, 20 student A minus, so you cannot see dia punya distribution tu. So let's say if I said, okay, mine is 6% A and another 20% is A minus. So another lecturer maybe less number of students but still get 10% A, so means that more students, even though the figures too might be small, but because you can see more clearly in the percentage. Okay, right? So that depends lah to you how you want to you want to explain to you punya audience. Okay, so audience you yang those who want to read you punya data lah, you punya you punya summaries, you punya report. Okay, right? So you prepare the report ni have a various of you punya function, okay, or needs. Okay, so this is distribution for categorical data. Okay, so that is how you use count if. Okay, so to calculate, to see the calculation, to count if. Others tu similar je. You have to calculate cumulative ke, you want to calculate the cumulative percentage. Cumulative kan. Sometimes you want to calculate the cumulative percentage. Okay, ini equals to cumulative kan. You have to add everything equals to top plus this one. Okay, cumulative. Okay, so the last one should be 100%. Okay, so all you don't want to put in 100%, just change it to the numbers. Okay, because this is only the setting by the percentage, so you can change it to the numbers. How you want to display you punya set of data, how you want to summarize your data. Okay, so this is, remember to calculate categorical data, to calculate frequency, you can use count if. Okay. Alright, so now we want to calculate the frequency for, this is the numerical data, quantitative data. Okay. To calculate, dia ada more step lah compared to ada more step, you have to prepare the beans. Okay. So more step in for numerical data or quantitative data. That's something that you can calculate. Okay. Alright. So let's say you want to create the distribution for this berapa? This one is 20. Okay. 20 data here. Okay. For learning purpose, we use a very small data here. Okay. So for quantitative data, if you want to create the distribution, the first thing that you need to do is create the bin. Okay, so you have to create the bin. Okay, ni pun that you have two ways to do this. Okay, you have to create the bins manually, or you can just use another function, data analysis function. Okay. Alright, so create the bins. I think I just want to show you. I hope that you can use at least using the data analysis. Okay. Alright, so go to the data ribbon. Okay, so data ribbon. You can see at the end of data ribbon ni, I'm not sure. I think you don't have this solver and data analysis ni. Anyone, do you have this solver and data analysis? Tak? At the end ni kan data ribbons, in my view, in my Excel, there is a solver and data analysis. Do you have this or not?
No, doctor.
No, okay. So how you can add this one? Okay, don't worry. You can add this. Okay, this one is by default in Excel not appear. Okay, but you can add it for free. Okay, so we go to the file. And go to the last ni option ni, you can see on the bottom ni option, click option. Okay, so this is a Windows, new Windows, Excel option. There's a few menu here. Okay, menu on the left side. Okay, so go to the add-ins. Okay, on the left side ni, menu saya general formula ni, select add-ins here. Okay, so add-ins ni, the top one in this on the right punya side ni, manage, and you have Excel add-ins. Okay, if you don't have this, let's say you punya ni by com ke any other punya menu, so just click add Excel add-ins and then click go. Okay, so because I have a lot of apps in my Excel ni, you punya ni maybe we have 4 only. Analysis to pack, VBA, solver, and apa lagi the basic dia 4 je. What else you have? Analysis, solver, and X. Apa you ada apa lagi? Euro? Oh, euro currency ni. Okay. Alright, so dia ada 4 only. So because I have add all a few apps in my Excel ni, I link it with my Excel, so that's why. Don't worry, okay, so we don't use others ni. Okay, so now you take solver add-ins and analysis toolpath. Okay, so then click OK. So it should be appear this one, solver and data analysis in data ribbon. Tak? Anyone have a problem? You don't get this one? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Okay. So now highlight this. Either you want to highlight from the header or not include the header. Okay, so this is the easiest way lah for you to create the bin. Okay, I'll highlight this and go to the data analysis, click data analysis and click the histogram, click histogram here and click OK. Alah, kalau ni by default sometimes ni kalau you get a clean punya nampak this is has been using for multiple times, so dia punya dah it has been there, okay, dah ada bin semua. Oh, sorry cancel, so forgot one step, okay. Okay, so sorry, I forgot one step. You have to create the bin, okay. Alright, so to create the bin, before you want to create the bin, first thing, you have to identify what is the minimum value and the maximum value that you have in the data set. Okay, so either you can identify it manually or we can just use a formula. Okay, if you have 1000, that is quite difficult for you to identify it manually, isn't it? So you identify first minimum and maximum. Minimum value and maximum value. Okay, so minimum start with equals to, highlight this. Sorry. Puasa ni. Type minimum. Okay, so minimum and then highlight. Okay, and enter. Okay, so the minimum value in your data set is 12. Okay, and the maximum is equals to maximum. Maximum and highlight and enter. Okay, so the minimum is 12 and the maximum is 13. Okay, so minimum 12 and maximum 13. Okay, so normally when you have this type of data, you have to set dia punya the range there. Okay, so the interval. Okay, so the interval there. Okay, so range is very rare for, in data you will start with 12. Okay, so normally we will start with 10 to, let's say 10 to 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 5. Dia punya interval range tu is 5. Generally 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, or 2. 2, 5, 10. So depends lah. Kalau 2 tu, kalau you use this 2 ni, you will have so many interval kan. So depends to you punya range. So from 12 to 13 ni, maybe 5 interval is quite okay. Okay. October. So this is by default October ni. If you want to put the range, what you can do is that go to the home and change it to the text. Here, click here. Change it to the text. Okay. And type 10 to 14. Okay. So dia punya size to 5. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and then make sure others also you change it to the text. First text. Okay, text. Choose it text because you want to write in term of range. Okay, 10 to 14 and then 15 to 19. 5 Dia punya size bin 19, 20 to 24. 25 to 29. And 30 to 34. So you have 5 groups here. Okay, if you want to do bin size dia tu, dia punya range 2 tu, then 10 to 11. Banyak nampak tak? I can see a lot of dia punya bins tu. 12 to 13. And then 14 to 15. Quite a lot. If you want to do 10 by 10, then 10 to 19, 20 to 29, then 30 to 29 is mean that dia punya bin ni numbers of bin ni on D3 also quite small. Okay, so 5 is just nice. Okay, So you as a data processor tu, you nak process data, you can determine yourself the size of bin, how many category that you want to have. Okay, right? So in this case, we have 5 number. Okay, so now you have to create bin here. Okay, so bin dia last number. Okay, so bin is for the last number. 14, 19, 24, 29 and 34. Apa dia skip? 29 and 34. Okay, so this is the bin. Okay, so bin here. And then ini bukan bin je, this is just you bagi kategori lah. Okay, right? So this is the bin and this is punya range data. Okay, so now we go back to data and data analysis. Click histogram and then click OK or double click. Okay, so input range. Right, so correct here, input range. Bin range. Bin range here, bin ni doesn't include the headers Okay, so if you include the headers, so make sure you tick label. So it make easy, just not include the headers. Okay, so output range ni, where you want to display you punya output. Okay, so let's say I want to display not G, I want to display my output here. Okay, and then if you need any additional chart ke Pareto ke whatever lah. Okay, let's say I don't need a chart yet. Okay, so I just want the frequency and then click OK. Okay, so they automatically calculate the frequency for you. 14, 19, so this suddenly I bring it on top. Okay, so for 10 to 40, 4, dia punya frequency calculate, I mean that automatically you don't use a formula, you use a function, you use a tools here. Okay, not use the formula. Okay, so you can use as formula as well, if you want to use the formula without using the tools tu. Okay, so how to use the formula? Insert one column. Okay, so either you can just use this and then you edit lah, ambil ni, column ni and put here. Okay, just want to display you punya table tu properly. Okay, so or besides you use dia punya data analysis and put a histogram, using a histogram. Okay, so what you can do, use it manually, calculate. Okay, so highlight this one, this all column here. Okay, related to this range. Highlight here, right? Type equals to frequency. Okay, frequency. Count if you can do by one by one. But frequency, you have to highlight all area that you want to calculate. Okay, so frequency. Okay, the data array, your data here, highlight here, or you can give a name to make it easy. You can range the name. Okay, and then comma. See, after data array is comma, type comma, and then automatically bins array. So this is your bin, and highlight bin. Okay, not press enter only, but you have to press Control Shift Enter at the same time. Okay, not only enter, normally just press enter, but now you have to press Control Shift and enter at the same time. Control Shift Enter. Okay, apa? Okay, so automatically it appear here. Okay, this is a formula. Okay, so but we don't want to display the formula here and not show the formula. Apa dia show formula? Okay, Control Shift Enter. Ni lah kalau buat manually ni. Frekuensi. Excel ni yang dia ada formatting ke? Okay. Okay, so highlight frequency, highlight data array, then your data here, and then comma your bin, and press Ctrl Shift Enter. Okay, tadi ada setting kat sini ni, setting. So frequency ni you have to, you have to do it together for all category, because the engine for frequency, it will read that any figures less than 14, they will calculate here 19 to more than 14. Okay, so it will calculate automatically. That's why you have to highlight the whole area, the whole column that you want to display the frequency, and you have to do it at the same time. Okay, you cannot do one by one. If you do one by one, then it will calculate. Okay, so for this one, let's say 4, less than 14 frequency, you give a bin 14, so less than 14, so only 4. But then when you do it individually, for the second column, less than 19, okay, so frequency equals to frequency, I say frequency, data array, and then bin array. Say if you do it manually, okay, it calculate 12. Why 12? Why 12? Because it's recount less than 19 including the less than 40. Okay, but we want to give a direction, calculate less than 19 but more than 14. That's why frequency, you have to do it all column at the same time. Okay, so in this case, the frequency ni they read less than 19 but more than 14, less than 24 but more than 20. So they categorize itself. Okay, so that frequency, you cannot do it one by one compared to count if. Okay, alright. Baru habis lagi ni, baru count if. Mana? Masuk measures location pun lagi. Okay, next, say you want to display graph, you want to visualize you punya data kan. Okay, so you want to visualize your data. Go back to the data analysis and histogram. Okay, alright, so previously you didn't select any chart here. So let's say you want chart output. So click chart output. Depends lah, you want Pareto, sort, you sorted for you, or you want chart output. Then let's say I want to chart, I want histogram, to display the histogram, the chart, and click OK. Okay, dia keluar 2 kali. Sorry. Okay, so this is a histogram. Okay, so histogram to visualize you punya your data. You can see 19 is the highest, next is 24. Okay, numbers dia punya frequency tu, then you can see here. Or you want to display using a percentage, you want to calculate the percentage, same as previous lah in the count if tu yang show tu dia punya calculate the percentage, same function from with the previous. Okay, so let's say you want to make up lah, you call it as a makeup or setting in histogram kan, it's so thin here. Okay, not really nice punya graph. So let's say you want to change punya width for this one, this bar. Okay, so at the bar here, double click. Okay, so you just bring the cursor and double click. Okay, so when you double click, you will get this punya field ni, format data series. Okay, so format data series when you double click. When you click here, it will change you to another formatting. Okay, for this one only. When you click bar, this is formatting for bar only. When you click here, so depends lah which area that you want to format. So let's say now I want to make it more nicer to look at ni. So want to reduce the gap here. So reduce the gap. Not 100 gap width ni. Okay. Reduce. Can you see the difference here? Reduce depends how you want to display. Reduce the gap. Okay. Okay. So maybe this one is better. Okay. So if you want to change your color, look at the pane ni, then you can change the color. Okay. You select any color here. Or you want to make it color, vary colors, tick here. So vary colors for very different category. Okay. Tick if you want only one color. So you get, this is just to do the formatting lah for graph. Okay. Another things that you can do for formatting. When you click the graph here, then you can see plus sign here, and also there will be a chart design and format. Another cell, there will be no formatting for graph, but when you click graph here, then you can see chart design and formatting. You can select chart style here, the different chart styles here. Okay, either you want in the black or it depends on how you want to display your chart. Okay. Alright, so or you can click plus here. Let's say you don't want this frequency ni, you just untick a legend. So no more legend. Okay. Or you want to put the data labels. No labels your data. Also labels data. Or you want to add data table. So this is the data table. Okay, table to show you the frequency for egg. If you don't want, then just untick. Or you want to add the grid line. Grid line. There will be a grid line here. Okay, so you want primary, major, primary, minor, horizontal, vertical. So how you to display. So ni ada rules here. Later next chapter I will explain to you the rules for the to display your graph. Okay, no grid line. Let's say no data labels. You can choose arrow here. Either you want to put inside base, inside end, or center, or call out, or more option lah. Okay, right? So depends how you want to display you punya data labels. Okay. What else? Okay, so this is to the chart elements inside here. Okay. Alright, so this is a frequency, and maybe this you want to change it to what? Days audit time. Okay, just double click and you can change it. Okay, so name dia punya axis. Okay, alright, so this is how to display the table, the chart to visualize you punya data here. Okay, alright. Next, to measure the location. Okay, so this is just to create the distribution. Now the location. Okay, so measures the location. Okay, so measure, you want explain about mean, median, mode. That is to measure the location. Okay, mean, median, mode. To try to understand the location in your data. Okay, so in this example, we will use the home sales file. Home sales. Okay, so home sales here have 12 data, home sales, selling price and number of house sales. Okay, 10 house with data for 12 house. Okay, and dia punya price. So now we want to identify what is the mean, median and mode for the house price. Okay, selling price lah. Okay, so we want to selling price. Alright, so manually, you can do it manually, okay? So type, let's say you want to calculate mean, type mean, median, and then mode, okay? So calculate individually equals to mean ni, mean is average, in Excel we use the average. So average, okay, so escape to make it easy. So I highlight here and put it brand. Okay, brand range name, okay? Price, enter. Okay, so just put the price. Okay, so equals to average and then price. Double click and enter. Okay, and then medians equals to median price. Type your price, so you don't have to highlight, just price dia punya tu and enter. So this is the median, and then mode equals to mode. Okay, mode, if you let's say if you're sure that you have only one mode, then you can use a mode single. Okay, if not, if you're not sure whether you have only one mode, then you can use a mode dot multi. Okay, multiple mode. Okay, mode, price, and enter. Okay, so in this case, there you will be two price have same frequency appear in this list. Okay, selling price at 138,000 and 254,000. Okay, alright. So if you just not sure whether you have one mode or multi mode, single mode or multi mode, just use multi mode. When you select a multi-mode, if you only have one, then it will appear only one mode. So this is, I mean that two selling price have appeared at the same frequency in this data set. Okay. Okay, this is how you do manually, and then you have to calculate standard deviation, everything is after this. So how you can do it without typing one by one formula. Okay. Right, so again, highlight, go to the data and data analysis. Okay, data analysis and click, choose descriptive statistic. Input range, select here. Okay, input range be or if you want to highlight with the labels, okay, so highlight with the labels, make sure labels in the first row. Okay, so tick labels in the first row. Group by, columns ke rows, you can see you punya data ni is in a column, so make sure you tick columns. If you sort your data based on the row here, row ni, then click row. Okay, so where you want to display you punya descriptive tu, I want to display in the same sheet, okay, same worksheet. Then click output range, click here and sini. I want to start here. Sorry, start from here and summary statistic. Tick summary statistic. Okay. And click OK. Okay, so it's automatically will calculate for you. So you don't have to do it manually. Mean, standard error, median mode. But however, Using this descriptive ni, they will identify only one mode. Okay, dia by default memang one mode je. Okay, so then you don't know whether you have more than multi-mode or single mode. Okay, so by default, but still mean, median, error semua ni, others ni, you can get it easily without have to calculate one by one. Okay, minimum price, maximum price, okay, dia punya range. Okay, alright, so make easy for you to read, then you just highlight, we change it to the accounting. Apa currency, okay, ambil ni and state because this is a US punya figures, so you counting. Okay, so you can see mean mean selling price is to average housing price is house price is 220,000 lah. Okay, so I just round up 220,000. Median median 50% of the house price ni is 203 or 4,000, 204,000. Okay, so 50% house price is 204,000 or less than that. Okay, 200. This is what the median is. We sort out, you sorting from lowest to the highest. So in the middle tu you can see the 50% of the house price tu is less than 204,000. Okay, I round out je lah right. Okay, range dia, okay, range from the highest to the lowest is 300. We change it to the 308,000. So minimum house price 108,000. Maximum house price is 456. Okay, so easily you just can get this easily compared to if you want to do it manually. Okay, so easy kan, better lah, more easier compared to if you want to do only that. Dia punya flaws tu is that mode tu memang by default only one modes only. Okay, dia punya formula calculate only based on one mode. Okay, so last one. Okay, before we stop our class today, at least I think okay lah, I managed to complete at least up to this. Okay, alright. So another minute to measure dia punya to explain your data. Okay, so is that to understand more about data. Besides mean, average house price is 220,000. Median tu 50% of the house price is 204,000 or less. Okay, right? So when you sort out there, or maybe another way to explain the data ni, sometimes we use a percentile and quartile. Okay, but percentile quartiles ni you have to calculate manually lah. You cannot calculate, and there is no in the descriptive. Percentile is that percentage, quartile quarterly. Okay, so quartile ni, you have first quartile, second quartile and third quartile. Let me bring it to their calculation. Okay, ada tak ni? Okay, first quartile, second quartile. This is percentile. Okay, first quartile is at 25th percentile. Okay, second quartile is 50th percentile, or equals to median. Okay, so there are three terms: second quartile, 50th percentile, or median. You should get the same value. Okay, the third quartile is 75th percentile. Let's say why you want to calculate the third quartile. You want to see 75% of the house price is at which value. Okay, and also with this that you can see whether there is outliers or not outliers. Okay, right. How go back to house price. Okay, so first I will show you how to identify the outliers or not, there is outliers or not. Okay, so go to the insert ribbon, insert. Okay, you can see bring it to the chart ni section ni, chart section here. Okay, in the chart section there is two graph, two bar chart kan. It looks like bar chart, but one is the chart in column or bar chart. This one is for histogram. Okay, right, statistically. Okay, so click arrow and there is a box and whiskers. Okay, box and whiskers here. Okay, click here. Okay, so click here, the empty chart here and go to the select data. There are two ways. You select first data and then go to insert, or insert and then select the data. Okay, so let's say now I dah select insert the box plot. Now I want to insert the data. So data here is select all this one. Okay, so price. It identify price and click OK. Hai. Edit first lah. Okay, so more easy. Select data and then go to the insert box and whiskers. So it's more easiest way lah. Okay, so automatically you have this box and whiskers. Okay, alright. So this box and whiskers ni will help you to identify whether there is an outliers price or not in this daily data. Okay, so you can see here when in this box whiskers there's one dot. Okay, when you bring the cursor to one dot here, it will appear dia punya value tu. Value is 456,000. So you can see this house brand is outliers. Outliers ni it shouldn't be included in your punya data. So when you want to have more meaningful data, you have to take away that outliers. Okay, so example to help you more better. Okay, let's say I have 10. I want to identify the average salary for 10 fresh graduate. Okay, so I ask one by one. So first one get 2,000, 3,000, 2,005, 4,000, 3,750, 3,600, and one person got 5,000 or 6,000. Okay, alright. So the one that outliers ni, okay, the one outliers ni, it will affect when you calculate you punya average, when you calculate you punya mean. Okay, so mean, that's why you can see here, mean dia 220, but 50% of the house selling price is only 204,000. Okay, so because it's include the outliers. So outliers ni we should take it out when we want to calculate in more meaningful punya, or to show, to represent more about our data. Okay, so if you want to go further ni, you should take out the house, the 12 the last row ni. Tak apa lah, I will show you based on the available data lah. Okay, so in this punya chart ni, okay, so there will be the line here and box here kan. Okay, so line and box. So line ni, this one, the lowest line is the minimum value. Okay, so minimum value is 108,000. 108,000 dia punya selling price, the minimum house price, the lowest house price. This is should be the maximum without taking, not consider the outliers, so the maximum value. Okay, so the group ni it should belong, the price ni within this group is from 108 to 298 only. But based on these figures ni, you can see the maximum 400 because it's based on the available data. But data ni, they based from dia punya behavior, data is 456 is outliers. So the maximum price in that area ni should be only about 298 only. Okay, so dia ada value. This one, this is the lowest, this is the box ni. Box ni will explain you about first quartile, second quartile, or median, and the third quartile and average. Okay, so X ni, X is the average value. So this is the average value. So average you bring here, the average house price is 219. This one is the median or second quartile. Okay, so the median here, you see average is more than median. First quartile, third quartile here. Okay, the line here, top of the box ni, third quartile is 256. Okay, means that third quartile is 75th percentile. How you interpret this is that 75% of the house price is less than 256. Okay, based on the value lah. 70% of the house price is less than 256. Okay, the first percentile 20, no data, they cannot read. Okay, so first percentile is that 139,000. 25% of the house selling price is 139 to and below. Okay, so 25, sorry, I speak in Malay, Kim Jane, sorry, okay, I just to explain more details ni. 25% rumah ni, 25% dari rumah yang ada kat situ, harga dia kurang daripada 139. The third quartile ni, 75% rumah dekat situ harga dia 256. Okay, 75% of the house price there in that area is less than 256. Okay, so that is how you interpret percentile quartile. Okay, so but in this box plot ni, it's more on percentile or more on the quartile only. Okay, so how you can calculate manually percentile and quartile. Let's say I want to calculate quartile 1, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Okay, you can appear because this one you have to bring your cursor kan. So now let's say you want to get the value. So equals to first quartile equals to type quartile, QUAR quartile dot exe quartile, and array here is price, type price, okay, comma, and automatically for quartile they will give you the alternative first quartile, median, or third quartile. Okay, so type first quartile or you just type 1, okay, and then enter. Okay, so first quartile value is 139. Okay, same value when you bring to here 139. Second quartile equals to quartile, okay, quartile here, array price, and either you can select or you just type 2. Okay, okay, and enter. Okay, so second quartile should same as median. Okay, so dia punya value equals to median. Okay, you cannot get a different value. Equals to third quartile, array is price because you the name tadi range to price. Okay, so comma and then third quartile 75. Okay, right. So to understand more, we can change it to the dollar value. Okay, alright. You can see first quartile, third quartile, and the second quartile. Okay, so this is to calculate the quartile. Okay, let's say I want to calculate the percentile. Okay, so percentile ni ada figure besides the quartile. Okay, so I want to calculate the percentile per 90th percentile. Okay, P90, 90th percentile. P90 equals to percentile. So to get the value first, then I explain. Okay, percentile.exe, double click. Okay, array price. And this step will help you punya when you want to calculate. If not, you have to highlight. Every time you put dia punya, you want to calculate, then you have to highlight. So this is safe. I mean, that make it easy when you name the range. Okay, so price, comma. Okay, so for percentile, there no alternative. It's based on your punya percentile. 90%, 90th percentile is 0.9. 90% kan? So 0.9. And enter. Okay, so 90 percentile is 90th is 408,000. 408,000 or 409,000. So 90% of the house price in that area, the price is less than or equals to 409,000. Okay, and that is 90th percentile. So let's say you want to calculate 80th percentile. here 80% equals to percentile, okay, array price, K value is 0.8 and enter. Okay, can see the difference 90 to ni. Nampak tak beza? That's why because you have the outliers there. Okay, so 80% of the house price in this area lah, in this particular area, dia punya house price tu is less than 274,000. I round up to the nearest 10,000. Okay, 274,000. 80% of the house selling price in that area is less than 274,000. Okay, so there only one person only very rich but stay at that area. That area tu dia punya common house price tu is less than it's about less than 280,000 lah. Okay, it's simple to say that 280,000. That is the maximum. 289,000 tadi kan, the maximum less than 300,000. So 456 tu, that is the outliers. So you can calculate whatever percentile that you want to see. Let's say percentile tapi 55%. Okay, 50 percentile. Okay, so equals to percentile. Array price and 0.55. Okay, 255% of house price in that area is equals to or less than 215,000. Okay, so percentile ni, it depends to whatever number style you want calculate. Quartile, only 3 quartile only. Okay. Alright, so that's all for today. I think next week we cannot, I cannot start chapter 3 yet because we don't complete the chapter 2. So we will continue with chapter 2 next week. Okay, then on after that only I will go to discuss the chapter 3. Okay. Any question?
No.
Okay, saya tak record Nasib lah you all. Asal macam tak record tadi. Sorry lah I thought I click record. Kalau ada yang record tu nanti you can share with your friends, okay? I know that some of you record the screen kan. Okay, if not, I think that's all for today. See you next week. Assalamualaikum. Selamat berburu.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Doctor.